Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while, but I'm happy to be back. And today I have my good friend Kalicia.
Walk up, my girl, walk up.
But yes, as you can see, full of vibes, and everything. I was just here today to talk about, well, what is important when it comes to choosing a partner. And I wanted to hear it from another perspective. I mean, we're just going to have a conversation and just share what we think is important when choosing a partner. She is engaged.
Yes.
I am married. And, just what we think is important when doing that. So for you, Kalicia, when you're looking for that special person, how you decided to choose and say yes to your partner, what you thought were the things that were important for doing so?
For me, it's really the simple things. I believe the simple things go a far way. You've never seen, and I've said it before, you've never seen something that is big that doesn't have little parts. Everything, it doesn't matter what it is, it has smaller parts. And that is why the little things are so important. So I know nowadays, like if a man don't have money, where am I go? We don't want him, Money is a factor for a lot of women, and while money is important, I feel that it is very important to focus on character.
Yeah. Because
anything can happen at any point in time. When that person is without money, what happens? Is the character in place?
True.
Or does it shatter?
That is true.
And that's your man. The man is the character, So the man is not made up of money.
No, but that's a good point, because sometimes I see people and they're driving them big nice vehicle and something like that, and sometimes they call it, of course this is in the single days, but they try to get your attention. And for me, if I can, when I look at the person, and I have to know, is this person, what is it that they're coming with, not the material things, because if that should be stripped, what is left? What is your character? Is there integrity? All of those things, which I find to be important. For me, that means we can go and live up somewhere where we don't have nothing, but at the end of the day we can vibe and we can still have a good relationship, because it's not about what you have, because situations can change, right? So of course, character, that's very important. I believe.
Man,
so
that's the big C, definitely. You mentioned vibing up the hill, even if you don't have money, you know, like a tent, a vibe. Mosquito bite you, but you have vibe.
Oh my goodness.
I feel, okay, that is so important as well. My next C, I'm coming with these C's, where they're coming from.
I know, right?
Connection. I feel that connection is so important, like the ability for you to just have a random conversation, for you to have meaningful conversations,
right?
That understanding, you can be in a public space and you just look at each other and you know what you're thinking, just to that level. It's so important for things to flow and for you to really enjoy the company of that person.
Right, that is true. But I want to add to that though. Well, although I don't know if you were gonna say it.
No, go ahead.
But like, just shared ideals. I think that is very important, because outside of the person having their own ideals and having a good character, it doesn't mean that you and them are in sync with the vision that you have for your life. And I think that is something where you definitely have to make sure that you're having that conversation, because especially something as important as having kids, you know, you can say, oh no, you don't want to have children, but the partner wants to have children.
Yeah.
And in the long, sometimes you say, you know what, guess what, we can work with it. Let's let the relationship work, and we engage with heart already. So guess what, me not left him, even though him say him no want the kids and whatever. But that's important, and that may be a breaking point at the end of in the long run. So
it's true, and even on, you know, not something as important as having children, but on smaller things too.
Yeah.
You know, it's so much easier when you are on the same path, you are seeing through the same lenses. It won't be perfect all the time.
Definitely not.
Of course, there will be disagreements and, you know, just different perspectives. But it makes things easier when you are not all the way to the west and I am all the way to the right.
Right.
You know?
Because I was just going to ask you, what about drive?
Ambition, you mean?
Yeah, having that drive, that ambition.
Oh, when you say drive at first, me I think, alright, car.
No.
But yeah, just want to clarify. Boy, I not think I could talk to somebody without ambition, because you can't grow if you don't have the ambition, if you don't have that potential to grow. And I am all about growth. Life is all about growth. From your in the womb, you're growing, you grow every day. So there has to be that willingness, you know, to step outside of your comfort zone.
I was just gonna say it, because what if they're just comfortable with where they're at? It may be a good place, but they're not challenged. Yeah.
And there's no fun in that, to just be at the same place. Really have to make an effort, man, and know what you want out of life. Yeah, that's the big thing for me, Shanika. Like, you have to know what you want out of life. You can't just get it so.
Probably checking in.
Yeah, that was Harvey checking in. What did I say?
Ambition.
Yeah, you have to know what you want out of life. You can't just be there guessing and saying, oh, things will work out. You have to, you know, have a vision and take action. You know, I feel like a lot of men, they have a lot of words, you know, sweet talk, and
That's
then
true.
something there, and you don't go nowhere.
That is true, and that's where it's hard, because, you know, people will tell you what they want you to, what they think you want to hear, especially when you're in that courtship phase. You know, you're going through and you're like, what is it that you're looking for in a partner? And you list out all of the nice things, and them just try to fit in that box, but really and truly they're not authentic with that. And so it's over time now you start to see the stripes coming on, and you say, well, you know, this don't look like it may work for me.
It's true.
You know?
And I feel like, you know, as a woman, we all have that intuition, that gut feeling inside, and most times that gut feeling is not wrong.
That's true.
I feel like, and based on my experience too, like once you realize that this is not for you,
Yes.
but I hang around and I say,
I force it, don't it?
I wonder if.
Logic. That's true.
Most times it doesn't work out, and everybody experience things differently, but me don't know about nobody ever feel like it not gonna work out and it work out, you know, in
But
terms of that person being the person for you.
But sometimes we stay in it because it's the comfort, it's the familiar place. It's the familiar place. Sometimes you've been in that situation for years, and all the bag of red flags, they're there, but you just decide to, boy, you know, that fear of stepping out, you know, so you end up sticking into something that you really and truly don't belong there, and you know it's not for you, you know it's not going to work, and then that's where you compromise, and then ultimately you're not happy, you know.
And then a common thinking is that boy, I must invest so many years and
especially as women.
Yes.
Time. I say, Lord Jesus, me 35, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet 35, by the way. Just saying. But the red flags are there, and we ignore them, and we go into something that we know ultimately don't agree with our souls. This man, boy, him cheat, him tell lie.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness. And because what about when he's the baby father already, and you give him years of your life, you give him time, he's the father of your child, then you know him for so long, why not just stick in it?
You know, to be honest, before I became a mother,
Right.
I always say me not stay with no man because I pick me.
Mm-hmm.
But that is not a fair statement, and let me explain.
Okay.
When you have a child, you want the best for that child.
Right.
And when a mother and a father is there, it is so much better.
True.
Better for the mother and the father, because there's that support, there's that balance, and excellent for the children, you know. Mom is always known, especially for the smaller babies, as that nurturing source, and daddy is able to support that nurturing process too, and also to be that father figure, you know, in so many ways. And sometimes you realize that as it relates to discipline,
Right.
not to say mothers are not disciplined, but fathers, being the father figure and being the lead, they have a stronger presence as it relates to discipline. And that's just my thought on it.
Okay.
Because, you know, mothers are nurturing creatures.
Right.
You know, so there's that soft spot on the baby sometimes feel comfortable. You know, growing into a toddler, they push the boundaries of mommy more than daddy. That's my experience with my two sons, right? So it helps with peace of mind for everybody.
Right.
Now, if it is that you are just truly not happy with this person, you have to assess it, right? You probably not get up and leave same time because it's a process. You're truly not happy. Why are you not happy with this person? You have to do some internalizing as well as looking on the relationship itself.
Right.
And then if you find that the fact is you and this person just not working out, you just have to accept that early. And I mean, there are things that we can try, you know, like counseling, or just try switch up things a little bit and explore new ways, new ideas, whatever it is. And if that is not working, me no know, me could force it, you know. I mean, on first thought, I was saying I would never stay with a man because of children. I'm going to consider my children in the midst of it. Can I stay and work on things because of my boys? I want my boys to have their father around. And I don't hate him. I feel like it can still work. So let's...
But doesn't it depend on what the issue is though? Because sometimes you have bigger issues, like abuse.
So that's what I was saying, getting at. If you do some internalizing, you assess the relationship and you realize that no man, this definitely cannot work, and it's causing you to put yourself on the back burner, that's a clear sign.
But you know what I want to add to what you just said, Kalicia, is if you're a female who you have not yet gone down the road of having children, you're not married, and you're in that dating, getting to know people phase of life, then you're in a wonderful position, because it means that you don't have all of those factors to keep you trapped and let you feel like you have to stick in a situation that is not for you. In that moment, whilst you're free and disengaged, take the time, as a matter of fact, before even engaging your heart and engaging anything, ensure that you know what it is that you're looking for, and make sure that you are whole.
Oh God.
Because
that is everything. That is everything.
Definitely. You have to make sure that you're whole. Because you can't be looking for somebody to make you whole. That in itself is problematic, and it means that you're gonna be in a dependent situation, because that's what you're looking for. So ensure that you know yourself, you know what it is that you are whole taking to the table, and also what is it that you are looking for from a partner. What are the ideals? What are those important characteristic traits that you're looking for? Outside of knowing what you are looking for, you also need to know the things that you don't want, the things that you're not going to compromise on. So for example, say you definitely don't want someone who is a smoker, or an alcoholic or something.
But then
like
what
that.
if you get a smoker, right? I'm the
No,
devil's advocate. What if you get a smoker
Right.
and they tick everything else on the checklist, or at least 80% on the checklist, and you probably think,
It's not
alright,
so
there's
bad.
a hope. Maybe after a while, yeah.
No, well, I don't know about anybody else, but for me, with a concept of the smoker, right? I believe in setting examples, and I believe that if it is that I'm choosing you as a partner, then ultimately, if it works out a certain way, then I'm looking to you to be a husband and ultimately a father. So I don't want that example for my kids, and that smoking is a big one for me, because not only is I feel it's an unhealthy habit, but I don't know, it's not something that I want to instill in my kids, to set that example. I believe in setting examples when it comes to kids, and for me, choosing a partner, I talk about kids a lot, because whatever relationship I go into, I have that in my mind to say, what if I should have a child with this person?
Yeah.
What is the example that they're going to be setting for that child? You get what I mean? And so there are certain things that I will look at and I say, no, that is a deal breaker for me. That is one of them. So for smoking, so you have to know what it is that you're looking for. What is the trait that is important to you? That's a deal breaker. Something that if it's not there, I'm not saying yes to you. Whether it is Christianity, if you're a faith person, whatever those things are that you're looking for, you have to know, and you have to pencil them out. Pencil out the things that you are looking for, pencil out the things that you definitely don't want. What are the deal breakers? Some other little things you can work with,
Right.
but know what the deal breakers are,
Yeah.
and do not compromise on them.
Yeah.
And if you are a faith person, I would say always pray about that direction when it comes on to your partner, because that is important. If you're a faith person, I am. So praying about my partner was important to me as well.
I feel that is super important.
It is.
Sometimes even, I was gonna say, well, I'm saying it. Sometimes women in general, especially if you're a Christian, you are in the church and you want to do what is expected of you.
Right.
Sometimes there's this hard place where you say to yourself, the hard place I'm talking about,
Yes.
where you're saying to yourself, okay, I'm wondering if this is the sign, or sometimes it's not clear in terms of God speaking to you to say this is the person, because in the midst of it all, when you pray and when you trust God, you also have to use your discernment and also listen to God very carefully. And sometimes
Yes.
our own desire kind of block out
What God is saying.
what God is saying.
That's true.
And so it's confusing.
I know.
It's
I know
confusing.
what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But then, you know what? As you say, you have discernment. You say you have to follow. So if it is that really and truly you are seeking, and you're seeking that answer from God regarding, is this the person for me, I think there's a peace that will come with if the answer is yes. I think there's a peace that will come with you leading in that direction.
That's the response. There's a peace.
Yeah. But when it's a no, there's a little thing that is troubling you.
Yes.
Like there's something you can't shake it. You have to no.
It's true.
Something
off.
Something off about that person here. You don't know what it is, you know. Sometimes you don't know what it is, you know. But something off.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
But when God is saying yes, there is a peace.
It just flows.
And when you go in that direction, there is no regret.
It's true.
There, you know. So
and I mean, some things to look out for. If the relationship is for you, it will make you better.
Yes.
It will enhance your growth. It won't bog you down and you feel like, oh my God, it's me against this relationship.
Yes, that is true.
That is a red flag.
That is true. So
Red flag.
So just look at it. I hope that. Well, thank you for sharing those
You're welcome.
treats, I want to call them, because it is important, and I hope that for all of you out there who are looking to choose a partner, that you will just take some time away, look at yourself, look at whether or not you are whole enough for a relationship right now.
Yeah.
And if you feel you are, also take a note of what it is that you're looking for in a partner, and what are those things that you do not want in a partner, those things that you will not compromise on. And then you assess and go from there and pray about it. Right?
And don't rush it.
Don't rush it.
It doesn't matter your age. If you don't feel like you are whole and ready, go in a relationship and look to the man to bring you your happiness. That will
is true.
Never happen.
That is true.
Never.
That is true. Because relationships, they're not easy. And if you have two people coming into a relationship that aren't whole, you may end up leaving that situation more broken than you entered. So,
because you're not grounded, you know. So, like when your car get broken, you just mash up.
Oh yes.
Because you did not come in whole.
So take your time. Your single time is a time to really love yourself, yes, and just find and seek, know what you're looking for, you know. So that is it.
Big up to all of the good man them. Yes.
Right.
Them need to get them, what you call it, perps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Because we do have some good men out there.
Yeah, man.
And tomorrow is Father's Day. Well, this video is shooting the day before Father's Day. We're not sure when it's gonna be out, but happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And I want to say thanks to everyone who tuned in to watch our video. Khaleesi, I want to big up her channel. Go ahead and tell your channel name.
My name, which is Khaleesi Robinson.
Yes. So you can go over and check out her content. She has some good tips on just general life lessons. I'm sure you will enjoy. So go over to Khaleesi Robinson, her page, and check out her videos. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, feel free to drop a comment below, subscribe, like, and share it. Share it with somebody who you think may benefit.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
I tell my two boys that every day, just in my head.
Oh my goodness. So until next time, all the best.
Peace out.